Namaskaram, Sadguru. Yesterday, the Prime Minister announced that Chandrayaan-3's landing spot will be named Shiv Shakti. But the moon, space, and earth all belong to humanity. So, is it appropriate that any place on the moon be named after a god or goddess from a particular culture? Thank you.
Straight into the heart of Indian politics. Apollo, Luna, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, what are all these? All Greek gods and goddesses. Does it mean the planetary system belonged to the Greeks? At least we landed there. I'm very impressed that these days political leadership seems to have this level of wisdom. That first thing you need to understand is Shiva Shakti is not the names of some god and goddess. We are talking about two fundamental forces, clockwise, anti-clockwise, masculine, feminine. Well, in other cultures, they may call it yin and yang, and so many other things. Sun and moon, Ida, Pingala. There are many aspects of both science and metaphysics that we can go into, but the important thing you need to understand is that all physical manifestation in this creation happens between two polarities. There is no question about that. This is not from the civilization that we call as Bharat. Well, this was the first civilization to speak about, but today modern science has established this beyond any doubt, that everything that is physical is in some kind of rotation or revolution of its own. It's on a spin. So in these spins, if you see, there are only two choices of how everything can spin, clockwise, counterclockwise. They call it up and down, but there are only two choices. It cannot spin in 1,000 different ways, it can only spin in two ways. These two we call Shiva Shakti. And it is fantastic that instead of calling that spot by their own names as they did in the past, we are calling it by appropriate terms. That will matter for the whole universe. Understanding this and experiencing this within ourselves is the fundamental aspect of yoga. Ida Pingala, Hatha. This is very important. And it is significant that human understanding across the world, thanks to the modern science, recognizing these deeply entrenched civilizational aspects of this part of the world, modern science is slowly, piece by piece, tiny piece by piece at a time, slowly validating its every aspect of it. what was spoken thousands of years ago. Many millennia ago, these things were established. If you do not know this, even something like 2,700 to 3,000 years ago, in this civilization, the study of the planet was called as Bhugol. This means around planet. When everybody else in the world were arguing whether it's flat or round, here it's well established. There are ancient drawings and paintings where it is shown that planet Earth, a round ball, a globe, on the back of a turtle and going around the sun, when rest of the world, the scriptures of the world, the religions of the world, the cultures of the world and the ignorance of the world was going on saying Earth is the center of the universe. Here, very clearly we depicted planet Earth is going around the sun. And why a turtle back? Because a turtle cannot accelerate by itself. It is going at a steady pace. So planet is not accelerating or decelerating, at a steady pace it's going, that's why our lives are reasonably balanced. I can go on telling you many things, but we'll leave that there. But it's really wonderful, there is a spot on the moon. We cannot see that spot, it's on the south side. There is a spot on the moon which is Shiva Shakti.